Hey, Bayek, it's me, and in today's video, well, I'm going to review this. This is the world's fastest Indian from 2005. Now, this was recommended to me to get by Jamie of Muckman Movies. He's a great lad. He's a Yorkshireman, of course, so it's even better. And I'm putting a link to his channel in the description. Please go over and have a look at his channel. He's got a great channel, absolutely fantastic. Anyway, he recommended this, and guess what? It was a couple of pound for this. I thought, hey, by heck, that's cheap. And yeah. It's £2 well spent, I'll tell you. Also, it reminds you that film, what I love about film is you should never totally make judgments about what you think a film is going to be like. It's quite an adventure, and that's what I love about film. And this one, on the basis of the description, maybe I'm thinking, well, am I really going to like this? I don't know, But, hey, you've got to take a chance. And when you've got an actor like Anthony Hopkins there, that immediately says, hey, this is going to be quality. And it is. Yes. So, let's get into this film. It's a New Zealand film, and it's written and directed by Roger Donaldson. And this, you find out in the extras, I think was quite a passion project, which took quite a long time for the producers and director and everybody to get together to make this. But they did succeed, which was absolutely fantastic. Now, Roger Donaldson, some of the films he's directed are really quite interesting. Now, Sleeping Dogs, 1977, and The Bounty, 1984. Now, this version is the Mel Gibson, Anthony Hopkins, link there, version, which is good. I must admit, I do enjoy all the Bounty films. And then he was a director of No Way Out from 1987, which of course is a highly thought of film, which you've got Costner and Gene Hackman in that one. Amazing film. He was involved as a director for Cocktail, 1988. He was involved with Cadillac Man, 1990, which is a Robin Williams film. Wow. Species, the original Species, which is great, 1975. He was in Dante's Peak, 1997. I love Dante's Peak. It's those volcano films. Linda Hamilton's in it. So for me, hey, I love it. I love the film. Then 13 Days, 2000, he directed. And also Seeking Justice, 2011. And The November Man in 2014. So, the music is by J. Peter Robinson, and that, again, what can I say? Brilliant. Music fits so well into it. So let's get into the cast. Of course, the cast is there. It's Anthony Hopkins who stars in this, who plays Burt Munro. Now, in the extras, it's interesting because Hopkins actually says this is one of the favourite films that he's made. And let's just have a look at some of the films that he has been involved in. I'm not putting them all down because it'd take forever, but I'm going to put quite a few down. Right, now, his debut 1968, The Lion in Winter, I think, was the major breakthrough, sort of, in terms of in getting into films. And also an Alistair MacLean film, When Eight Bells Toll, which I remember very, very popular. Alistair MacLean was, his books. Well, he was also in Young Winston, which, as you know, is directed by the wonderful Richard Attenborough, who I just think is fantastic. Of course, he was in Juggernaut, 1974, Audrey Rose, 1977, A Bridge Too Far, 1977, and what British actors are not in Bridge Too Far? Attenborough directed film, which he seemed to get performances from all brilliant selection of British actors. Absolutely brilliant film. And of course, I think one that is so memorable that he was in was Magic, 1978. And of course, one of my all-time favourite films, and I think a lot of people's films, The Brilliant Elephant Man from 1980. What can you say about that? Brilliant. And of course, then we've got The Silence of the Lambs, 1991, which absolutely brilliant performance. Absolutely chilling. And of course, from that, it led to Hannibal, 2001, and Red Dragon, 2002. He's so chilling as the serial killer Hannibal. He is fantastic. What can I say? And then another interesting film. He was in Hitchcock, 2012, where he plays the master. Hitchcock. Brilliant. He was in The Two Popes, 2019. He was in Freud's Last Session, 2023. And Mary, 2024. They're just a few films that I've just mentioned, but he's such an amazing career. Because he even at TV as well. You look under in TV series and performances he was in. Absolutely amazing. I must admit, I always remember him in War and Peace. It's a series that BBC did, which I absolutely adored, War and Peace. And he was in that. I think he played Pierre. Yeah. Then we have got Jessica Caulfield, who plays Wendy. She was in The Out of Towners, 1999, Road Trip, 2000, Legally Blonde, 2001, and Legally Blonde 2, 2003. And she's going to be in Legally Blonde 3, which apparently is in pre-production now. And then another film she was in was Hoot, 2006. And then we've got Chris Williams, who plays Tina. He was in Major Pain, 1994. Friday After Next, 2002. Dodgeball. Oh, yes, Dodgeball is in that, 2004. Scary Movie 4, 2006. Hollywood Stargate, which is 2022. Sorry, Stargirl. I thought Stargate. Hey, I'm getting into science fiction there. No. Hollywood Stargirl, 2022. So that's Chris Williams. Then we've got an actor who I've known for quite a long time for various reasons. It is Bruce Greenwood, who plays Jerry. He was in 1979's Bear Island. He was in Wild Orchid, 1989. Father's Day, 1997. Rules of Engagement, 2009. 2000. I'm really doing well here. He was in iRobot. Oh, yeah, iRobot. Wow. 2003. He was in Capote, 2005, which is well thought of. Deja Vu, he was in that wonderful 2006. But here we are, we're getting there. He, of course, was in the Star Trek film reboots. Star Trek 2009, where he plays Captain Pike. Yes, Captain Pike. And also he was in Star Trek Into the Darkness, 2013. Then he was in Doctor Sleep. Absolutely brilliant, 2019. and The Invisibles 2024 last year. But why I'm saying this is because he was in a TV series that I absolutely think is so brilliant, and people perhaps don't know about it. And it was Nowhere Man from 1995. It only got one season, as did happen. And I've got the box set of that, and I think it's fantastic. It's just such a brilliant series. It's a shame as well he's out of print as well. But honestly, his performance in that is fantastic. But it got cancelled. It's so annoying, but they did that in those days. Anyhow, I'm wandering off there. So that's the cast, leading cast members that I've just gone through. And then we'll get into what is this film about. Well, it's based on a true story of Burt Munro, who sets these land speed records. And the film is about his journey as well, speaking in terms of going from New Zealand to Bournville Salt Flats in Utah, USA. So we get that journey. But I'm also seeing it as well as a journey as in life, a life journey as well. And he's a very loved character. He's so easygoing, gets on with everybody. And the other great thing about him, which I like, he doesn't judge anybody. People come. This film, as I say, is a journey. It's one of those films. It's got elements of the road movie in it, and he just gets on, meets all these different characters, and he's so easy. What's what I love about his character? He's a man with experience. He's very likable, and you can see why Anthony Hopkins did love playing this role. I mean, to get to play a character like that is just amazing, and everybody that comes into contact with him just can't help but thinking, wow, what a great man he was. And it is poignant that it is based on a true story as well. So that really makes me love this film even more. And the film is, for me, it just caught my heart. I just loved it. It's another reason why we love films. When you see films, I've seen so many films that I love now that I get into, and this is one of those. It makes it exciting, and that's why we love films. It is about the films. It's not about fancy collections and all that stuff. It's about the film. It's the joy of watching something that really gets to you, that really makes you happy in ways. It is. I'm very happy that I watched this film. Even tragic films, in a kind of strange way, you're so glad you've seen them. And that's that love of film which I've had since I was a child and brought up my dad. I've really got to thank my dad for putting this into me, this love of films, because he loved films and took me to see them, as well as, he'd worked as a projectionist as well, and he always had an interest in photography and home movies. So, and my dad put that inside me, and I love films, and this is a joy. I recommend this. It's the best £2 I think that I've spent, and thank you, Jamie, for recommending it. And it's great, absolutely great. You can have a look at this a bit more. There's the cover, and there's this bike. There is Anthony Hopkins there. Fantastic. And I say there's nice extras as well on here. Some really nice extras, which I love. Again, you've got to have the extras. Even the disc is nice. Look, nice illustrated disc there. Yeah. This really needs a sort of full-blown Blu-ray version. I think it could be a German one or an American one. Or maybe it's an American one. But we need a Blu-ray of this. But on the other hand, the quality I thought was great. my machine really upscales things. My Blu-ray 4K player, it upscale and it looked fantastic. So yeah, that's my recommendation. It's exciting, isn't it? But yeah, don't forget, I put Jamie's link to his channel in my description. Please go over there and have a look at his channel. He's a great bloke. Thank you so much. So that's it. Now, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and then you can see all the previous ones that I've reviewed, all sorts of films, TV series, bit of music, all retro sort of feel. Also, if you do really like the video, please give the video a like. If you give it a like, it's actually good for my channel. And if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments, and I'll always reply to them. And that's it. I've gone on far too long. So all I've got to say is, I'll see you again.